Okay, so today we are going to do a little bit of the stuff that we've been doing the last couple of weeks, where we are taking verbs and converting them into various forms, just a list of verbs. And we're going to have a reminder of the Yorni and Tamini. Just going to do a few problems and just remind ourselves. And then this will probably take up a lot of the lesson, actually, just to kind of do the Yorni, Tamini stuff. And then in the last 15 minutes is the new subject, which is really, really easy, and will take almost no time at all to teach you. In fact, the time that it's taken me to explain what we're going to do is about how long it's going to take for you to understand how to do it. Yay, something easy. Okay, right. So let's
but we didn't practice Amanda ta.
Not yet, Amanda. We can do that later, Yeri, when we come on to this new subject. Yes. Have you ever been pedantic, Amanda? No, never. Not me. Okay, let's just share the screen. Hang on a second. I just need to find the page. Just a second.
Actually, it should probably mean to produce unnecessarily convoluted legal documents, shouldn't it?
for small, insignificant martial arts associations.
Yes.
Yeah, which are liable to change in 1 week.
Yes. Robert Townsend described my latest on the Northeast as a bit of a roller coaster. So I told him that, you know, I like people to suffer by having to read the legal niceties.
Well, yeah, exactly. Okay. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Zoom is not the perfect app, I've discovered. Okay.
Did you receive enough donations for your Zoom account?
Oh, yeah, but by a long way, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Right, so this time. Hello? Oh, was that you, Louise?
Oh, sorry.
Might have a new verb for you, Louise, which is to be constantly distracted by your cat. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Just want to get it so I can see everybody. There's 8 of us, isn't there? Is that right? Yeah, okay. Right, so what I'd like you to do is give me the infinitive, the potential form, the ba conditional, the plain negative, the obligative, I must do something, and the past plain of the following verbs. And I'm also going to give you a random one as well in the polite form. So let's start with Louise. Start with this one.
So, to take.
I know. Can you start at number 13, please?
13, to live. So this was the one where I cannot do potential, right?
Sorry, 13 is to rest.
So yasumimasu.
Good.
Okay. Infinite would be yasumiru.
No, it's a group 1.
Group 1.
Yeah.
So yasuru.
No. So yasumimasu was the mas form.
So yasumu.
Yasumu, yes.
Yasumu.
Yeah.
Potential would then be yasumemas.
Yasumemas, yeah.
Yasumemas. Bar condition would be yasumeba.
Good, yes.
Main negative. Manai.
Good, yes. Yasumanai.
Obligative would be yasumakereba narimasen.
Sorry, one more time, Louise.
Yasumanakereba narimasen.
Yes, good, yeah, good.
And past plain. So yasumimashita.
So this is the polite form, which is good.
So
But I'd like the plain form, please.
Yasuta.
Okay, so what we need to do for each, I know some of you heard this before, probably thousands of times, is we need to, in our minds, we need to have a set of coat hooks, coat pegs. And on these pegs, we're going to have one example of each of the group 1 verbs. So there's about, 10 different endings for a group 1 verb. One example of a group 2 verb, which I use taberu because I'm always eating. One example, and then group 3, you've only got suru and kuru, so there's 2 pegs there. So the peg I've got for things that end with mu, like yasumu, is yomu.
Yonde. So yasunde would be the te form. So
Yep.
yasunda.
Yasunda. Yes, good. Well done. And how do you say I will not rest? I will not rest. In the polite form.
Yasumimasen.
Good. Yes, yasumimasen. Good. Okay. Tobe. To flush.
Nagasu.
Good.
Nagaseru.
Yes.
Nagashimasu. Also.
Yep.
It's the same.
Nagasemas.
Nagasimasu. Right. Potential. Let's see. Nagasana kereba narimasen.
Hang on, we've jumped some. So what was the conditional?
Sorry. Nagasuba. Nagaseba.
Yes, good.
Nagaseba.
Yep.
Nagasanai.
Good. Yes.
Then we have nagasanakereba narimasen.
Good. Yes.
Nagashimashita.
That's the polite form, but what's the plain form?
Nagaseru? No, sorry, no.
Potential.
Sorry, I'm a little bit confused here because I would say Nagasanai.
That's a negative.
Yeah.
So it's going to be something. I mean, I think nearly all past plain forms finish with shita. Shita.
Nagashita.
Nagashita. Exactly. Yes. Nagashita. Simply that's good. Okay, Konstantina. To drop. Sorry, I should retract that last thing I said to you, Toby. All past plain forms finish with ta, at least. Some finish with shta. Yeah. Konstantina, to drop.
We do the otoshu.
Sure. Okay.
To let, because we remember we did 2 different verbs with otoshu.
Yes. Yeah.
Otoshu or so
it doesn't matter really. They both finish with su anyway.
or orosu.
Yeah, that's the other one. Good.
Orosu.
And
Okay.
otosu. Yeah. Whichever one you want to.
Okay. Okay, let's start with the infinitive. Otoshu. Okay.
Otosu. Good. Yeah.
Potential. Otosemas.
Good.
Otosemas. Ba otoseba.
Yes.
Plain negative otoshanai.
One more time.
No, it's otosanai.
Good. Yes. Otosanai.
Okay. The other one is obligative. Otosanakereba narimasen.
Good. Yes.
Okay, I'm counting the syllables. And the plain past otoshta.
Otoshita. Good. Well done.
Otoshta.
Yes. And how would you say in the polite form? How would you say I did not drop? I did not drop.
Otoshimasen deshita.
Very good. Otoshimasen deshita. Good. Okay. Piers, how about to wear on the head? You're muted, Piers.
Is kaburu.
Good. Kaburu.
So kaburemas.
Yes.
Kabureba.
Good.
Cabanai. Cabanai.
Sorry,
Or
hang on a second.
Cabaranai.
Kaburanai, yes.
Cabaranai.
Yeah.
Kabaranakareba Narimasen.
Good.
And would it be Kabaita?
No. So think of kairu, which is the closest group 1 verb to this verb. How would you say
Kaite.
kaite?
Kaita.
So this would be
Kaburaita.
no. So the ru is knocked off completely at the end, isn't it?
Oh, Kabaita.
Kabutta.
Oh, Kabuta. Oh, Kabuta.
Kabutta. Yeah. Kabutta. And how would you say I did not wear something in my head in the polite form?
Karu.
We're off to the Caribbean.
Kaburi Masendashta.
Kaburi masendeshita. Good. Yeah, well done. Okay, good. Yadi, to pull on like shoes, hakama, socks,
Haku.
lava boots. Good. Haku. Yep.
Hakimas. No, you didn't ask the mass form. So potential hakemas
Hakimas. Good. Yes.
and hakeba.
Good.
Hakaba nai. Hakaba nai.
Not hakaba.
Hakanai.
Yes. Hakanai.
Hakana kereba narimasen.
Good.
And haita. Haita.
Haita. Good.
Haita.
Good here.
Yep.
Haita. Excellent. Good. And how would you say I did pull on my boots?
Hakimasendesta.
So in the positive, I did.
Hakimas.
In the past form, I did.
Hakimasta.
Hakimashita. Good. Okay. Well done. Amanda, how do you do to learn? Do you know this one?
No, I don't.
This is narao. Narao.
Okay. Naremas.
Sorry, one more time.
Naremas.
Good. Yes, naraimas. Yeah.
Nara Eba.
Good.
Nara Anai. Nara Anai.
Can you say one more time?
Nara Anai.
So this has got
Naranai.
this narao is made out
Yeah.
of na, ra, and u. So
Mm.
u in the plain negative would go up to the top to a, but there's something about these.
Narawanai. Narawanai.
Narawanai. Yes, good.
Narawanakareba Naramasen.
Excellent.
Narata.
Narata. Good. Yes, with a double T. Good. And Amanda, how would you say I did not learn it in the polite form?
Narimasen Deshta.
Not nanimasen, but go back to the infinitive again. Narau.
No, Nara.
Let me help. How would you say I learn in the present positive form? From narau, you'd go to. So I want the mass form of this.
Narimas.
Not nanimas, but nara. So the nara remains the
No.
same.
Oh, Nara Imas.
Yes. So
Naraimas.
naraimas. Yeah. So,
Naraimasen Deshta.
sorry, one more time.
Naraimasen Deshta.
Yeah, but not naraimasen, just naraimasen.
That's what I was trying to say an I.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just my pronunciation.
Yeah.
Naraimasen Deshta.
Yeah.
Naraimasen Deshta.
Good. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
the ai, you can really condense this into I naraimasen deshita.
Okay. So I'm kind of pronouncing it like two separate words, and I shouldn't be.
Yeah, it would be understood, but you normally say.
Naraimasen Deshta.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So think of
Okay.
let's think of like, for example, Amanda, the kata ranai
Mm.
from no, sorry, Ryuchi. This is the same configuration of syllables. It's rai, uchi. So but this just comes out as a raiuchi, raiuchi.
Okay.
Okay, good. Aka, how about to pour?
I think I don't know the verb.
Ah, okay, so this is sosogu, sosogu.
Sosogu.
Mhm.
Sosogu. Sosogemasu.
Good.
Sosogeba.
Yep,
Sosobanai.
good.
Sosoba nakareba narimasen.
Yep,
Sosoita.
good. Sosoida. And how would you say I did not pour in the polite form?
Sosobimasen deshita.
Good, yes. Sosokimasen deshita. Well done. Thanks, Aka. And Sophie, to pass back. So this is to give something back to somebody.
Here I am.
Here you are. Looks like nice weather there.
Yeah, it's nice. Really, it's nice.
Ah, good.
So to pass, kaesu,
Good. Kaesu.
kaesemasu,
Good.
kaeseba,
Good.
kaesenai,
Good. Yes.
and kaesanakereba narimasen.
Excellent.
It is a su, so it's like kaishte.
Kaishita.
Kaishta, yes,
Kaishita.
kaishta.
Yes. Good. Excellent. Well done.
Kaishta.
Good. 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 Right. Let's just jump onto some group 2 ones. Just a sec. So Louise, so I just need to move you guys around a little bit. Louise, how do you say? Right. Let's do the to where. To where.
To wear would be
What's the traditional Japanese clothing called?
so kimasu.
Yes. Good.
And infinite would be kimu.
Now this is group 2, so they all finish with
Kim, yeah, they finish with ru. So kimas, so is it kimiru or kimeru?
just kiru. Kiru.
Kiru, hi. So kiru, kiraremasu
Good.
or kirareru, kireba,
Excellent. Yes.
plain English, kiru, kiranai.
So this is group 2. So for plain negative, we just simply put the nai on the end of the stem.
Kinai.
Kinai. Yes.
Kinai.
Sorry.
And so kimas. Kite, kita.
So the obligative first there. So I must wear.
So ki nakereba narimasen.
Good. Yes. Well
And
done.
then yeah. Is it kite in te form or kite?
No, just so kite would be, so for all the group 2, we just take off the ru and put te at the
Yeah,
end.
so
So it's just
kite.
kite.
So
Kite.
it's kita.
Kita. Yes. Good. And how would you say I wore something in the polite form?
Kimashita.
Kimashita. Good. Well done. Tobe, how about number 2, to be able?
To be able. Let's see. Dekimasu.
Good.
So dekiru.
Dekiru. Good.
Dekiru. Dekake. Let's see. Dekiru. And surareba.
Whoa. So this is a trap, actually, Toby, this one. The potential form of being able to. Should be an alarm bell that rings in your head at this moment.
Yeah. Let's see.
So potential form means to be able to, and this verb is also to be able to. So what do you think happens here?
Dekiru.
Dekiru. Yeah, it's just dekiru.
Yeah.
Dekiru is just simply dekiru. There is no.
Hi.
It's like multiplying something by 1. You can
Okay.
multiply by 1 millions of times. It doesn't change the answer.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. This was yeah. Okay. Now I'm catching up. Okay. Then Sureba.
Oh, we're not on suru. We're still on dekiru.
It's still Dekiru.
Yeah.
So Dekiba.
Uh,
Dekeba.
sorry. So dekiru, group 2. So the stem is deki.
Deki.
And then to make the ba conditional with group 2 verbs, we just we attach reba.
Dekireba.
Dekireba.
And then Dekinai.
Good.
Dekinakereba narimasen.
Excellent. Good.
And then we have Dekimashita.
This is the polite form, but how about the plain form?
Dekita.
Dekita. Good. Yes, exactly. And how would you say I was not able to in the polite form?
Dekimasen deshita.
Good. Dekimasen deshita. Well done. Konstantina, how about let's do to believe. Here's Henry.
To believe?
Yes.
Or to believe? I had it in my, I know it, but no. I don't remember it. I know it, but I don't remember it. Siranai, Siru.
Nearly. It's
To believe?
Shinjiru. Shinjiru.
Shinjiru. Okay, Shinjiru. So, Shinjimas.
Good.
In the mass form.
Yeah.
Potential. I just said Shinjemas.
No, that would be a group 1 verb. So remember how to make the potential for group 2 verbs.
The potential for group 2, raremas.
Good, yes.
Raremas. Shinjiraremas.
Good, shinjiraremas. Good.
Okay, it sounds so long, that's why I don't think it was correct. But the ba form, sinjareba.
No, so at the moment you're changing the stem for a group 2 verb, but the stem never changes on group 2.
Shinjiba.
Shinji. So for group 2, the ba conditional is produced by
Reba. Shinjireba.
Shinjireba.
Shinjireba. And then is plain negative. Shinjinai.
Shinjanai. No. Don't change the stem. Don't change the stem.
Shinjinai. And then it's the obligative. Shinjina kereba narimasen.
You nearly changed the stem again. Good.
And past plain Shinjita.
Shinjita. Good. And how would you say? Okay, I'm going to give you a slightly more challenging one. In the polite form, so this is with all the mass stuff chucked in there. How would you say I could not believe? I could not believe.
I could not believe.
This is going to be long, by the way.
I could not believe.
Yeah.
Shinji Masendesta. Shinjira. No.
So this so this would be I did not believe that, which is good, but I'd like you to make I could not believe. I could not believe it.
Couldn't as potential negative. Okay.
Yeah.
Shinjirare masendesta.
Really good. Well done. Shinjirare masendesta. Good. Excellent. Well done. Good. Hi, Henry. I see you also got the memo for wearing the black t-shirt today. Some people just didn't take any notice of this memo, by the way. Okay, good. Piers, how about to decide? To decide.
To decide. I don't know, decide. In fact,
Okay.
I was going through some of the verbs, looking them up, and I didn't find decide. So I don't
Okay. This is kimeru. Kimeru.
know. So it would be kimeru. Potential would be kimeraremas.
Good.
Kimereba.
Good.
Kimenai.
Good.
Kimenakareba narimasen.
Yes.
And then kimeru. Oh God. Kimeta.
Kimeta. Okay, good. And how would you say in the polite form, I was able to decide? I was able to decide.
Kimeraremashita.
Good. Yes. Kimeraremashita. Well done. Good. Yari, how about to find? To find.
Mitskeru.
Good. Mitskeru. Well done.
Mitski. What was the next? The potential.
Potential.
Mitsuke rare mas.
Good. Yes.
Mitsuke reba.
Good. Well done.
And Mitsuke nai.
Yes.
Mitsuke na kereba narimasen.
Excellent.
Mitsuke ta.
Excellent. Good. Well done. So Yari, how would you, in the polite form, say, I was not able to find it? I was not able to find it.
Mitsuke rare masen desta.
Very good. Mitsuke raremasen deshita. Excellent. Well done. Amanda, how about to lose? To lose. It's not a place in France. Well, it is a place in France actually, but it's not the place in France.
Yes. I don't know the verb.
That's okay. It's makeru. Makeru.
Makeru. Makeraremas.
Makeraremas. Yeah.
Makerareba. Makereba.
Makereba. Good. Yeah.
That does sound like a song, doesn't
It
it?
does. Oh, Makereba. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Where was I?
Plain negative.
Makaranai.
No. So
Makawanai.
no, it's a group 2. So make is indestructible and unchanged.
Makanai.
Makanai. Good. Yes.
Makanakareba Narimasen.
Good. Makanakareba Narimasen. Yeah.
Mata.
No, it's a group
Mata.
2. Group 2. Make is indestructible.
Oh, sorry. Makita.
Makita. Yes. Good. And how would you say we did not lose? We did not lose.
Makimasen deshta.
Yeah, good. Makimasen deshta. Good. Well done. Sophie, how about to answer? To answer. Do you know this one?
To answer. Kotaeru.
Good. Yes. Kotaeru. Kotaeru.
So potential. Kotaeraremas.
Good. Well done.
Kotareba. Kotaera. Here we go again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Kotaereba.
Good. Yes. Kotaereba. Good.
And plain negative is kotaenai.
Good.
Kotaenai.
Good.
Obligative. Kotaenakereba narimasen.
Excellent.
And kotaeta.
Kotaeta. Excellent. Well done. Good. And Sophie, how would you say I was not able to answer in, so this is in the polite form. I was not able to answer. Oh, sorry, your internet just broke off there,
Oh,
Sophie.
oh my goodness. Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better. Thank you.
Okay. 答えられました?
What did I ask? I can't remember. Did I say I was able to answer?
I
Oh,
think so.
wasn't.
I wasn't. Sorry,
Wasn't.
I was not able to answer.
So, 答えられませんでした.
Yes, good. 答えられませんでした. Well done. Good. Henry, how about what haven't we done? To go out, to leave the house.
出る
So for deru, this is fine for exiting, but to go out with the expectation of coming back again, this is dekakeru. Dekakeru.
出かける。出かける。出かけられる。
Good.
出かけられば。
Yep.
出かけられない。
Hang on a second. Sorry. So sorry. The ba conditional. Can you say that one more time, please?
出かけられば。
We've got too many ras in there. I just.
Okay. 出かける。出かけば。
Now we don't have enough res in there.
Hold on. 出かける。出かける。出かけら。出かける。出かけら。
So
れば。出かけられば。
So for the ba conditional, when we take off the ru off the end of the group two verb, we replace it with reba, just reba.
出かければ。
Yes, 出かければ.
Yes, no ra. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
出かければ。
Good.
Plain negative. 出かけられない。
That would be
出かけない。
出かけない. Yes.
出
Good.
かけない。
Good.
出かけらなければなりません。ならない。
But you had to, again. You got a rogue ra flying in there again. So just visualize dekake,
出かけ。
and then the nai,
出かけない。
and then fix the kireba narimasen at the end.
出かけなければなりません。
Excellent. Yes. Good.
And past plain.
Yeah.
出かけなかった。
So that's the plain negative in the past, but this is positive.
出かかった。
So dekake, and then just ta at the end.
出かけた。出かけた。
Dekaketa. Yes.
出かけた。
Good. Good. And then just to throw you into the crocodile pit, how about I was not able to go out in the polite form. I was not able to go out.
出かけれなりませんでした。出かける。出かけられませんでした。
Excellent. Yes. Good.
出かけられませんでした。
Excellent. Well done. Good. And Aga, how about to change? To change.
Change. Is it kaeru?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Kaeru. Good.
So, kaeru, kaeraremasu,
Good.
kaereba,
Good.
kaeranai,
Kaenai. Good. Yeah.
変えなければなりません。
Good. Yeah.
変えた。
Good. Yes. And how would you say I was able to change it in the polite form?
変えられました。
Good. Kaeraremashita. Excellent. Well done. Let's just finish off with a couple of group threes. We only want to do one or two of these. Let's see. Oops. Come on. So Louise, to come.
So, like kimas?
Yep. Good.
Oh, kiru?
Not kiru. The infinitive for group threes. There's only two you have to remember.
Kimas. Ki.
Remember, this is irregular. So
Hi.
even the stem changes.
kimasu. Ah, kuru.
Kuru.
Kimasu, kuru.
Good.
Potential. Kimasu, kuru. Kureru.
No. Yeah, this is difficult actually. So
korareru.
korareru. Good.
Korareru.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Kuru
exactly.
korareru. Plain negative.
Hang on. We
Kurareru.
need to do the ba conditional as well.
Ah, potential. Kureba.
Good. Kureba. Yes.
Kureba.
And
plain negative.
not koreba, which is an easy mistake to make, but it's kureba. Yes.
Kureba. Okay. Kunai.
So now we go to the where
Kinai.
ku becomes a ko sound for the rest of these, I think.
Really?
Ow. Yeah.
Psst. Okay. So konai.
Konai. Good.
Konai. Konakereba narimasen.
Yep.
Kita.
Kita. Good. Yes. And would you say I was not able to come in the polite form?
In the polite form. Not able to come.
Yeah.
So koraremasen deshita.
Excellent. Good. Koraremasen deshita. Well done. Good. Okay. Let's see. To bring. Let's not do these ones. Let's just skip along to Konstantina. To do.
Suru.
Good.
I'm sorry. Becomes
Very
the potential.
deep voice you've got when you're clearing your throat.
I can speak like that.
I'm actually slightly scared.
Maybe. So, suru, potential dekiru.
Good. Yes.
Or dekimasu.
Good.
Ba, sureba.
Good. Sureba.
Plain negative. Shinai.
Shinai. Yes.
I remember. Plain negative after obligative. Shinakereba narimasen.
Good. Well done.
Okay, and then plain past. Shita.
Shita. Good. Yes. Well done.
Shita.
Excellent. Well done, everybody. Okay, I'm going to skip the rest of these because they're all the same thing. Okay, we're not going to do this bit yet either, because what I'd like to do is, this is probably going to take about half an hour, guys, but it's really worth trying to get a little bit of a grasp on this difference between tameni and yorni. So to summarize what we were working on last week, and to be honest, during the week while I was reading this linguistics paper about yorni and tameni, I kind of started to change the way in which we can decide how to decide if something is tameni or yorni. So the features of tameni, the things that might incline you towards tameni, there's about 3 or 4. The first one is if you have direct control over the outcome. Not influence, but pretty much direct control. The second one is if the subject of both the condition, the subject of both the benefit and the action taken are the same. Again, this is going to incline you towards tameni. And what's the third one? And intentionality. If there is some clear intentionality to do something, that you are actually going to do X in order to do Y, you are actually going to do Y, then this would incline you towards tameni. If the subjects of the benefit or the outcome and the action are not the same, this would be towards yorni. If you're doing something only to be able to achieve something, even with the chance that you're not going to do that outcome, this is towards yorni. And if you don't have direct control but only influence or no influence at all, this again is towards yorni. Okay, you'll probably find that with any one sentence, there will be one thing present there only, which will say, you can just check one of these three things and it will say, this is tameni or yoni pretty quickly. Now, what we should also remember is that we use yoni to say, to become, if you become, use this verb naru, to become, then this is also going to push you towards yoni. Okay, we'll do some examples and then this will be a little bit easier, I think. But if you don't get it, don't worry, because we're not going to do yoni and tameni for a few weeks anyway.
What was the first condition for yoni?
It was direct control.
Okay,
Direct
thank you.
control on the outcome. Okay, Louise, so we're going to first talk through, excuse me a second. We're going to first talk through whether this is tameni or yoni. So the English sentence is, I took a holiday so I could travel to Spain. I took
Tameni.
a holiday. Tameni. So why do you think it's tameni?
It's not hypothetically. I did take the holiday and I went to where? Spain?
To Spain, yep.
Yeah. So I had the direct intention and I did it, so.
Good, okay. And were you the subject of both the action
Yes.
and the outcome? Yes, you were. And as you said, there was direct intention there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
You took a holiday to go to Spain. It didn't say, I took holiday just in case I had a fancy to go to Spain, but I might have gone to Scotland.
No, because from this sentence, I would imply that I actually did.
Exactly, yes.
It wasn't just, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just...
I didn't go anywhere else.
Yes, exactly. Good. Okay, good. So it's tameni. So then how would you form the sentence?
Spain de Spain
Good.
Spain e or de ni
Ni o
Spain e ikimashita tame.
So use the infinitive.
So Spain ni iku right?
Yeah, good. This same problem came up on Tuesday actually. Let me just take the steering wheel for a second.
Spain.
So if this happened in the past, if you said I took a holiday so I could go to Spain and you did go to Spain,
yes.
The question is the going to Spain in the past tense
or not?
Or not, yeah.
Well,
so sorry, give me a second, Louise, because let me just it's a grammatical issue rather than the meaning of the sentence. So the Spain ni iku is basically a subclause. It's kind of put into a box. It's a thing by itself.
Reason why I did that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not you're not saying I took a holiday because I had been to Spain before. It was I took a holiday because I wanted to go to Spain. I had a plan to go to Spain. So you're looking back and you're seeing that you had a future intention to go to Spain. So this part is generally always going to be in the into the present tense anyway. Yeah. So this is in a parenthesis to say this is a subclause, and then you've got the tameni, and then you'd say
yasumimashita.
Yeah, yasumimashita. So another way of saying I took holiday, you can say, just copy and paste this, just so that we've got a good vocabulary. You can say yasumi o torimashita.
I took. take a vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But if you want to say I took annual leave, so I went to my company and I applied for annual leave, there's another similar but slightly different word, which is nenkyu. So nen just means year, means annual, and kyu means holiday. It's the same character for yasumi, but this means annual leave, and you would say you took it torimashita.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me. Cool. Good. Thanks, Louise. Excuse me a second. Tobe. And this is a slightly different one. This isn't to do with tamini or yoni. This is purely becoming something. On your 17th birthday, you will become able to drive a car. Let me just write this out on the whiteboard again so you can see it. On your 17th birthday, you will become able to drive a car. Sorry, it's my phone going in the background. Congratulations, you have won £1 million. Please enter your bank details so we can transfer this money to you. Yeah, of course. Okay, so how can we break this up and make it easy to say? What parts of this, Toby, are not that much involved with this complicated yoni stuff?
To become able, I would say.
No, that is the bit which is directly connected to the yoni.
It is, okay. So you have your 70th birthday, that's the information.
Good, right.
When?
So that's good. That's just some information we can give.
Yeah.
And that could be at the beginning of any sentence. That could be on your 17th birthday, I'm going to fire you out of a cannon. So that's something we can put by itself. So how would you say on your 17th birthday?
Right. Yuchichi. How would you use birthday here? Is it Seinengapi or Tanjobi?
Tanjobi, I would say.
Tanjobi.
Yeah.
Yuchichi. Tanjobi.
So for age, we use, for 7, we use Nana.
Junana Tanjobi.
Okay, and then for years, there's a counter for years when you're your age. So nen is for just time, but for age we use sai.
Right. Sorry.
Okay.
Junen and sai Tanjobi.
Now let's connect it with a no.
No Tanjobi.
Yeah, Tanjobi. And then we want to mark this as a time. So we need to put a particle here. No, G would be hour. No, sorry, that means hours. Just a simple time marker. So if you said I went on Tuesday, you would say kayobi. So time and direction are located with ni. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. 17歳の誕生日に車。
Good. Okay, so I'm going to put this into parenthesis just to mark it as a subclause now. Okay, kuruma.
Yoni. No. Because this way, unten suru.
Okay, unten. So kuruma, and then what's going to be the particle here?
Unten o.
Okay, we can actually put o here.
Or ga.
Okay,
maybe.
Go. Okay,
I would. That's the two I choose between or ga.
Okay, so we'll go for or first because you can use or. Okay.
Or.
Then what's the word to? What's drive? What's drive?
Unten.
Unten. And now, if we've used or here, this is fine. But we have to put ga here in this case.
Okay. Unten ga.
Able to.
Dekiru.
Dekiru. Good. Not able, not suru, but dekiru. Okay, now I can close this parenthesis. And now the rest of it is up to you.
So Joni naru or narimasu.
Narimasu. Good. Yes, good. Excellent. 17歳の誕生日に That's just a time marker, so I can put a little comma after there if I want to, just to sort of say that's just an announcement of time. And then we've got this thing in the parenthesis to say this is the thing that you will become. This is what it's saying. So the thing that you will become is the ability to drive a car. The ability to drive a car. Now, just to work on our vocabulary and grammar to a certain degree, we can also express this as where you were going to go, which was kuruma ga, and then we don't actually need any kind of particle here.
Oh, okay. So this would be the more correct particle to use when it's a noun.
Yeah, this is just a simpler sentence really, so I would use this version. Really.
Okay. Because I choose between these two. I choose or because that's when I'm doing this to the car.
Yes.
I'm going to drive.
Exactly. Yes.
But then I have you use ga when it's a noun, so it was a little bit troublesome to.
Yeah, it's only because there's dekiru here that I've changed this ga into. Sorry, I've changed this what would be an or into a ga. So if this was unten suru, for example, oops, I'm sure, then this would be kuruma o unten suru.
Ah, okay.
But because it's dekiru, so it's a potential form, we don't mark the thing, the object with or, we mark it with ga.
Ah, so dekiru will become the thing you are doing because you are becoming able. So that's what you're doing.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
You will become able to drive a car.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Good. We don't have to worry too much about these at the moment. I just want you guys to get a slight feel and familiarity with Yorni and Tamini. Okay. Great. Let's go to Konstantina. You okay?
Yes, I just had a cramp on my shoulder.
Oh.
The age.
Yeah. Whatever. The age. How old are you?
35 this
35. It's the age, right?
But it's age what you can ask, like me also, how young you are, not how old, because
it
she is very young.
Exactly, yeah. We reverse it at this point.
My bones have different opinion.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, Constantine, how would you say, I went to the station to pick up some luggage?
To the station. Okay, I went just to pick up the luggage. That means I went to there intentionally to pick up the luggage. So I have to use the yoni, the tameni. Sorry.
Okay, let's go through a few criteria. So are the subjects of the benefit or the outcome and the action the same? Are the subjects the same?
No, they're not the same because I go there. I was thinking the luggage. Yes, I go to the station for me to pick up the luggage, so it's the same.
Yeah. Do you have direct control over the picking up of the luggage once you go to the station?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, if you don't, then the question is, who does have control over? Yeah.
Okay, you never know with this. Anyway,
and are you going to the station just so that you are able to pick up luggage, or are you going to the station because you are going to pick up luggage?
I'm going to the station to pick up the luggage.
Right. So this is all pushing us towards Tamini. 3-0. It's Tamini, right?
Mm-hmm. Tamini.
Guys,
I need to make
maybe it's not quite clear what I mean when I say having direct control or direct agency. Let me give you an example. I put up a poster to let people, hang on, a poster so people knew what time the concert started. Okay, guys, unmute yourselves a second, please. Okay. What's the subject of the first part of this sentence? I put up a poster.
I.
I.
Yeah, so me or I, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the subject of the second part?
People.
The people.
People.
Right, okay. So that bit's easy. Did you make a poster with the direct intention of this thing happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that brings us a little bit back towards Tammany. But then, do you have direct control over people knowing what time the concert started?
Not if
No.
they
No.
poster.
Oh.
So
No,
it's
we don't have
only
direct control.
in that
Exactly,
idea.
Yeah, exactly. You might have some influence by putting the poster up. You have influence, but you don't have control. You don't have control. Whether people look at the poster or not is entirely up to them. So this brings us back towards Yorni. Okay. Okay, good. Right, Konstantina, how about this one?
I went to the station to pick up some luggage. Okay. The luggage is. I don't remember the word.
Nimotsu. Nimotsu.
Nimotsu. It's been a while since we haven't used the nimotsu. So, nimotsu ga or no?
So this is going to be Tammany, isn't it? There isn't going to be a potential form in this.
Yes.
So it's not going to be ga. It's going to be
no.
no.
Oh.
Oh.
Nimotsu.
Oh.
Nimotsu o tame ni ikimasu.
Hang on. We don't have a verb here yet.
Yeah, okay. Nimotsu o pikupu. What is this? It's a verb.
Yeah, yes, this is actually a Japanese verb, and you can clearly see which language it originally comes from.
Pick up.
Say.
Is this real verb?
Yeah, you can say pick up. Yeah. Yeah.
So nimotsu o toru.
Yep.
Or pick up anyway. Tameni.
Yep.
Eki de ikimashita.
Eki.
Ni. I just don't like tameni eki ni. It sounds a little bit weird on the ikimashita.
Tameni eki ni. You can say, if you want to not keep repeating yourself, then you can put Louise's favourite particle. Which is
I know, she likes it.
Yeah. But if you say you have to say it with Louise's eyebrow movement as well. So your eyebrows have to go up when you say like this.
Like this?
Like this, yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly, yes. Yeah.
Could that be mottekuru also?
Totekuru? Not motekuru, but
Bring.
No, but this is take from.
Okay.
Not take with you. It's take from somewhere. So probably best just to use toru at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there is also that little word some luggage. How you say some?
So really, the good thing about Japanese is we don't have to worry about it. If we say nimotsu, this can be one, it can be some,
or many.
It can be all of them. Yeah. See, there are some benefits of learning Japanese.
Could you use motekairu here, or would it be more that bringing it home again?
You would have to say nimotsu o totte motte kairu. Totte motte kairu.
Okay.
But then what you're actually saying is, I went to the station in order to go and bring back luggage. Now the bringing back is happening after you go to the station.
It's a trap.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, just keep it easy, guys. You can just use toru. Pick up. This is easy. Pick up toru or pick up. Yeah, both are fine. Okay. Yes, nimotsu o toru tame ni eki o ikimashita. Oh, sorry, eki e ikimashita. Sorry. Good. Okay, Yari. Actually, let's just jump forward to Sophie. Sophie.
Okay.
Sophie, how would you say, I will study? I mean, let me write this down for you. Hang on a second. Just get rid of all this schniffle. I will study Japanese more so that I can speak with Japanese people. Okay.
I will study Japanese more so that I can speak. I will study. So the subject is me in both.
Good. Yes.
I have direct control to this. If I study, probably I will be able to speak to Japanese people. So, so it's a yoni.
That was a very quick turnaround there. Was it based on my facial expression?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, you gave all the reasons to make it Tammany, to be honest.
Just turn around and, you know, unexpectedly. Okay.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? So yeah, the subjects are both you, are both the same. There is some direct intentionality. However, you're saying that so that I can speak, not that I will speak. This is can rather than, oops, so that I, oops, no place, sorry. So that this means so that I am able to speak. So this has got some intentionality, but it's also got a little bit of potential. So this is a bit balanced here. But then I have to ask, if you do study Japanese, will you absolutely guaranteed be able to speak with Japanese people?
That's why it's a yoni for me.
Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah. So probably there's no direct agency here. But it does sit kind of in the middle, to be honest. If you put Tammany in here, it would not really be either grammatically incorrect or not exactly representing what you're trying to say in the sentence. So I think you could really do either. But I would maybe incline towards yoni, as we've got this ability, this potential in there. So I would also go for yoni. Okay. So let's give this a try, shall we, Sophie?
Okay. Nihongo ga hanaseru.
So actually, the outcome, the benefit, is this bit here. I am able to speak with Japanese people.
Hanaseru.
Yeah, but not Nihongo. Hang on.
Nihongo ga.
Now, hang on a second. Hang on. It's this part, the bit I'm highlighting. Can you see it? I am able to speak with Japanese people.
Also, Nihonjin.
Good.
Okay. So, Nihonjin speak.
What's the particle first, though?
Ga.
So this is with.
With.
Or you can think.
To.
Oh, good. Yes, exactly.
Nihongo to.
Nihonjin.
Yes. Oh, stupid me. Okay, Nihonjin to.
Yeah.
Nihon. So to speak, hanasu.
You've got it right. You've got it right.
Hanaseru.
Good. Well done. Hanaseru. Good.
Yoni.
Excellent. Good. Right. Let's just close this parenthesis a second. Yoni.
I have to study. Nihongo ga benkyou shimasu.
Not Nihongo ga, but Nihongo.
Nihongo de. Okay. No.
This is the object of something you're doing something to. You're studying Japanese. So this is the object. Object is marked with an
ga. No.
only if it's the potential. Only if you're saying I'm able to. Not ga, but. Okay.
Nihongo. We're studying Japanese, so
Constantina
Nihongo.
giving you the. This is or.
I can't. Constantina. Sorry, Constantina, I can't see you. I only have me and the sensei on my screen.
Really?
Okay.
I would change that if I was you. And then study.
Benkyou shimasu.
Good. Thank you. Good. Well done. Excellent. 日本人と話せるように日本語を勉強します. But just remember, guys, that actually on this something like this, where it kind of fits in a balance, Tammany would probably be okay. It
So
would be
could we
understood.
also say hanasemasu?
Here, you mean?
Yeah, like I'm able to, or so that I am able to speak with Japanese people.
So this is already in the I am able to form though. Sorry. So if it was tameni, this would be hanasu tameni.
Okay.
Yeah. So nihonjin to hanasu tameni nihongo o benkyou shimasu. But it feels like you've got a lot of confidence with your own ability if you say this. So grammatically it's fine, but it's saying I'm going to study Japanese and then I'm going to speak with Japanese people. Okay.
No, I'm thinking she meant about the polite form of the hanasu.
In here.
Is that correct?
So if you do, no, I didn't check that there was already the se and not hanaseru. Yeah. So hanaseru is already I can speak.
Yeah, this is about the ability to speak. Yeah. But just to answer what Constantina thought you meant, the reason why this isn't hanasemasu tameni or hanasemasu yoni is you can actually say this. It's not grammatically inconsistent. In fact, if you hear public announcements in Japan, in stations and trains and buses and things, they would say things like, so that there are no accidents, please take care when stepping off the train. They won't say jiken ga nai yoni, which would be what we would normally say. They say jiken ga arimasen yoni. So they do lift up this clause, this subclause, into the polite form. But this is with public announcements where they are forced to make everything sound really polite. But if we're having conversational Japanese, even with seniors and teachers and people where we're supposed to use the polite form, we're trying to mark the subclause by putting this into the plain form. So it's not hanasemasu, but hanaseru. And this makes it clear that this part is in parentheses to say this is the subclause. I'm not saying I am able to speak with Japanese people. I'm saying in order that I can speak with Japanese people, in order that I'm able to speak with Japanese people. So it's pulled down to the infinitive level, to the plain level, to mark it as being a clause or a function within the sentence.
Okay.
Alles gut?
Alles gut.
I understand. Is it because it's the infinitive, but you're saying to speak, so you would put it in the dictionary form rather than hanasemasu would be I am speaking, I am speaking.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you can kind of imagine that if you put mas at the end, you're actually doing the verb that you're saying. This is kind of. It's just that we're trying to make a distinction between the things that we are doing, which is the benkyou shimasu, and the things that we are doing something in order to, which is the hanaseru. So we're clearly making a distinction. Yeah.
Could be also hanatai. Nihonjin to hanatai tameni.
What's hanatai?
Hanatai.
Is that like
want to speak?
So it's not hanatai, but
hanasatai. No.
Hanashitai.
Hanashitai.
Yeah. But this means I will study Japanese in order to want to speak with Japanese people. But that's not what you're saying.
Not meaning anything.
Yeah. Okay, let's Amanda, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Why do you not use dekiru? Is it because you've already got a verb?
In which part? In the
Nihonjin to hanaseru.
So hanaseru is already in the potential form. So hanasu is to speak, and to be able to speak is hanaseru.
You don't always need to use the infinitive before yoni, then.
So I mean, this is sorry. I should be careful about using the word infinitive. Not the infinitive, but the plain form. So the hanaseru is in the plain form.
Yeah. But hanaseru.
That's the plain form. Hanasemasu would be the polite form. Hanaseru is the plain form.
Oh, okay. I've obviously not really grasped the difference between the infinitive and the plain form then.
So there is only a small difference, Amanda. The infinitive, I think, if I'm correct, is really the plain form just with the simple verb by itself. So iku,
Right.
taberu. I believe this is the infinitive. But if we're saying I can go, ikeru, maybe you can tell me in English, is that an infinitive? If I say ikeru,
Well, yeah, I suppose it's a slightly different verb, isn't it, in English? It would be able to go rather than to go.
Yeah, we don't really have polite form and plain form, do we? We have infinitive and I don't know, present tense, past tense, etc. But I would treat the word infinitive to mean purely the dictionary form, which is iku, taberu, hanasu, things like this. I think I'm not a linguistics.
I was just getting confused about what you can and the grammatical bits that you can put before yoni and tamini. That's all. So it's got to be the plain form, but there's more than one plain form.
You mean here? This hanasu bit?
I mean, hanasu is a plain form, and hanase is a plain form, but they're slightly different plain forms.
Right. So hanasu is the
plain form.
Yeah, it's the infinitive plain form. It just means to speak, whereas hanaseru is the plain form for to be able to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got that. Yeah.
Ima amantatte masu yo. Ima amantatte masu. I'm being pedantic.
No, I didn't understand why it was hanaseru and not something with dekaru. That's all.
Oh, so if you wanted to, I mean, you can do this. You can say hanasu koto ga dekiru, and then this would change to yoni.
Okay.
You can say that, but this hanasu koto ga dekiru yoni is absolutely grammatically correct, but it sounds like you've swallowed a dictionary.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to make sure I grasped it because I didn't quite, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Just, I mean, for yoni, the simple rule is just to make it nice and easy. Is turn this verb in the subclause into the potential form. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we? So Sophie, you had been. Oh, Yari. Let's do Yari. Yari, I want to be able to speak Japanese. This is where you can now put your tai in there. But not where you think, possibly. Hai dozo, Yari-san. You're mute at the moment, Yari.
Sorry.
Okay.
I want to be able to speak Japanese. I have a feeling that tameni.
No. So
okay.
This is just going to be the alternative use of yoni, which implies that you are changing into being able to become something.
Okay. Okay, this is naru.
Good. Yes, exactly.
Case.
Naru.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Good.
I want to be able to speak. So Nihongo.
So just for clarity, this be here really means become.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Naru.
Yeah. Narimasu. I think Nihongo.
Good.
Or
able to.
Able to. Hana.
Yeah, so I know the verb. Another verb you're going to say, but what's the particle after Nihongo?
Oh.
It's able to. It's
Nihongo ni.
No, potential form.
Ga. Okay,
Ga.
potential
Good.
of ga.
Good.
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Okay.
Nihongo ga. Deki.
Hang on.
Deki.
You already started down a road of using a certain verb just now. You said hana.
Hanase. Hanase. Ru.
Good.
Because the plain form.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And then
Joni.
Joni. I want to become.
Naritai. Des.
Perfect. Good. Well done. Nihongo ga hanaseru you ni naritai desu.
But I think this is very much easier to make these sentences when we can see when you're writing, because it helps to remember what there is already.
Yeah, but it also becomes a crutch, if you know what I mean. Do you know what a crutch is?
Crutch. Nope.
It's a thing that it's like a walking stick. If you've got a broken leg, you have this stick that goes under your arm, and you walk along like this.
Yeah.
So it helps you to walk while you can't walk, but you can't use a crutch forever.
That's true.
What it actually stops you from doing is walking normally. At some point, you have to put the crutch down, and even if it hurts, you have to learn to walk normally. Otherwise, you'll always be walking like this. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I mean, for these complex ones, it's good to sometimes see it on the board, but for most of the other stuff, then I don't want you to see it, guys. I want you to visualize the words in your head. So
yeah, because in real life we have to do it like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Good. Anyway, that was really good, Yadi. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see, Amanda. Please close the door. Did you do this one before? Please close the door so it doesn't become cold. Or maybe it was just somebody like you.
I don't think so. Okay. So it doesn't become cold.
Yeah. So let's look at subjects first. What are the subjects? Sorry.
Samukunai.
Let's just work out if it's Yoni or Tamini first.
Oh.
So are the subjects the same?
No.
No. So one subject is
you, and the other one is it doesn't become cold.
Yeah. So probably the room or the house or something. Yeah. Okay. Are you closing the door with some clear intentionality that it doesn't become cold?
Yes.
Yes. And do you have direct control over whether it becomes cold by closing the door?
No.
No. So this would push you towards
Yoni.
Yoni. Exactly. Good. Okay.
So Samukunai Naru, Yoni.
So, oh God, hang on a second. Hang on. Let's just, maybe some other people having the same mistake. Samukunai.
Samukunaku.
Naku. And then
Naru.
Right, so this means so that it becomes uncold.
Okay.
I don't think that's what you mean.
That seems to make logical sense to me.
So you want to say so that it doesn't become cold. This kind of makes some sense, but you've got like quadruple negatives here.
So does this mean I have to do the negative in the verb and not in the adjective?
Exactly, yes, correct, yeah.
Okay.
Just as we would do in English.
If you use atsukuna, then it's changing again, it comes colder.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to say, please close the door so that the room becomes hot, then you could say atsuku naru tamini, but this is so that the room doesn't become cold.
Atsukunai.
No.
Atsukunaku.
No,
then it's turning to again to the cold. But there is no. Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to the.
Samukuna.
Let's just
Naranai. Samuku naranai.
Yeah, let's just negate the verb. Amanda, go ahead.
So samuku naranai.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Yoni.
Good. Yoni.
Door. Oh.
Good.
It's is it shimaru?
Shimeru.
So please, shimete kudasai.
Shimete kudasai. Good. Exactly. Yes. Shimete kudasai. Good. Well done. Excellent. Samuku naranai yoni do o shimete kudasai. Okay, we've got 2 more left. Right, I'm going to give Aga the one that I've written, then I'm going to make one randomly up for Henry. So Aga, please look both ways so that there is not a car accident. Let me just write this down so that people can see what I've said. Please look both ways so that there is not a car accident. Hey, Doto.
So we don't have control over the outcome.
Good.
Because, so actually it will be Yoni.
Yeah, I mean, even the subjects are different, aren't they? So the subject of one is looking both ways. And what's the subject of the other one?
Well, not us. I mean,
yeah, exactly. I mean, it could be us, but it could be the rest of the universe, couldn't it?
Yes. Both ways. It was Sayu.
Sayu, good. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Sayu.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but my son returned from school. I have to leave. Sorry.
Okay, Henry. Good to see you.
Bye. See you next time.
Ciao.
Jiken ga nai tameni.
Oh, you promised it was going to be Yoni.
Oh, sorry. Right. Jiken ga nai yoni.
Good.
Sayu wo mite kudasai.
Perfect. Good. Exactly. Jiken ga nai yoni, sayu wo mite kudasai. Amanda, go ahead.
Why nai and not aranai?
So nai is the plain negative form of aru. So
okay.
Although
it's irregular.
Aru, yeah, it is actually. Aru is, although it's kind of group 1, it's a kind of exceptional one, a bit like iku. That for the negative, it's nai.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oops, kudasai. Spell that way. Okay, good. Thanks, Aga. Well done. Jiken ga nai yo ni sayu o mite kudasai. Cool. Right. We've actually used up the hour and a half, but this next lesson, the new bit I'm going to introduce, is going to take about 10 minutes. So if you can bear with me, this will take no time at all. It's so easy. Of course, when I say this won't take any time at all, it's so easy. What I actually mean is it's really easy for me.
Is it what we do on Sunday?
Did we? I can't remember.
No. We did like we're going and coming back.
Yeah. So it's different. Yeah. So if I said, guys, can you unmute yourselves a second, just so that we can be clear about what we're saying here? I mean, it's easy to grasp, but I just want to be sure we understand the difference. If I said London ni ikimashita, what does that mean, do you think, in a real literal translation? London ni ikimashita.
You have.
Did you go?
Went into London.
One more time, Yari.
You have visited in London. You have went there, but nobody knows when and when.
Right, nearly.
Ikimashita. You have been there.
Okay, so let's hold that point there a second, Yari. So let me take contributions from other people. London ni ikimashita.
You're going to London to stay.
No, remember this is the past tense. It just
went to London.
You went to London.
You have been in London.
Went to London.
I went to London. This is a little bit different to I have been to London.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
So
even the meaning is very similar, but it's just straight. You went there.
Yeah. Sophie, go ahead.
Could we? London ni ikimashita. It's a statement. Could we use it as asking someone London ni ikimashita?
With with a ka at the end or rising intonation.
Rising like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Himashita.
But it suggests that it happened recently. Like this person has just returned home, come through the front door, and then you could say, London ni ikimashita ka? Did you go to London?
Okay.
Yeah. So it suggests something which is fairly recent. Or you can say, if you're very specific with the time, if you said, for example, Kyonen no 2月の27日に last year on the 27th of February, did you go to London? Then you could say London ni ikimashita ka? But that's being really specific about the time. So it's either something that happened recently or when you're being specific about a certain time. If you were to just say to somebody randomly, London ni ikimashita ka, their response would be, when?
Iku?
No, this is a question, did you go to London?
Say when, yeah.
But they might have been to London thousands of times. So what you're saying is, did you go to London?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ikimasen.
But when? When?
Itsu?
Yeah, it's yeah, exactly, yeah.
Itsu.
But we're talking now about, have you ever been to London? Have you been to London? Have you ever done this? Do you have the experience of having done something? So it's not specific about time. It may not be recent. It might be in the past. So this is a slightly different sentence construction. It's asking, have you the experience of X?
Is this with the koto ga arimasu?
Yes, don't spoil the surprise.
We did this, like, I have it in my notes, like.
Yeah, we did it on a Sunday. We did it on a Sunday though, so it wasn't a proper session.
I think we did this also in Tuesday, maybe 10 minutes like now.
Like in the last few minutes.
In last Tuesday.
Not last, no. Last Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is this week's lesson, last Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know today's Thursday, don't you, Yanni?
Yeah.
And in 1 week, there is one Thursday and one Tuesday.
Yeah, true. I mean Tuesday.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. But not everybody did, because they weren't all there. Okay, so
we're here now.
Yes.
Ototoi.
Hayobi.
Well done. Yes, well done. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is understand the plain past form of the verb, which we did at the beginning of today. Okay, so with this ta form, hanashita, itta, tapeta. Okay. You're right, Konstantina. You're holding your head like you're in pain. Are you in pain?
Starts again headache. It's this weather changes so much. Sorry about that.
That's right. That's okay. Have some grappa. That always makes you feel better. Okay, and then the construction is verb in the plain past form. So it's verb ta, koto ga arimasu ka? This is the question. Have you ever done something? So something ta, koto ga arimasu ka? The koto turns the verb into an event or an experience if it's in the past form. And then you're saying basically, do you have arimasu ka? Do you have the experience? Now, don't get confused with when we first did the potential form, which was the verb in the infinitive, the plain form, koto ga dekimasu ka. This is slightly different use. This is ta koto ga arimasu ka. Okay. And that's the end of the lesson. Any questions, guys? Okay, let's do some examples. So, Louise, I'd like you to ask Tobe this question here.
Which question?
This picture. Can you see this slide?
One foreign, not known.
Louise-san. So verb in plain form plus ta. Okay. Tobi-san, UFO, do you say that? UFO o mita koto ga arimasu.
Good.
Yeah, arimasen.
Good, exactly, yeah. So the answer is, you don't need to say Ie mita koto ga arimasen, you can just say, no, I don't have arimasen, or if I do have, hai arimasu. Good, thanks, Tobe. Tobe to Konstantina. How about this one?
Oh, sorry. The image is hidden.
Is it? Okay.
Okay. Fugu.
Oh, good. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Fugu o tabeta koto ga arimasu ka?
Good. Yes.
Yeah, arimasen.
Okay. Actually, I thought this was a tatami. I thought it was, have you ever slept next to a fugu? Okay, good. Konstantina, how about this one to Piers?
Again with the pyramids.
Yes.
So, okay, who I'm gonna ask now?
Piers, please.
Piers. Okay. Piers-san, pyramid o mita koto ga arimasu ka?
Good.
Hai, arimasu.
Ooh. Good. Piers to Yari. How about this one?
Yari-san, kuruma o kata koto ga arimasu ka?
Yes, good.
Hai, arimasu.
Arimasu, yes, good. Yeah. On Tuesday, somebody suggested this was, have you ever hugged?
Have you ever sold the car?
or have you ever hugged a car dealer? Hey! Stay away, have some keys.
But it looks like.
Does a little bit, yeah. Or maybe
Yeah.
she's happy. Yeah. Okay, Yari to Amanda. How about this one?
Amanda-san, tennisu o shita koto ga arimasu ka?
Good. Yeah.
Hai arimasu.
Yes. Okay. Amanda to Sophie. This one. This isn't rolling a spliff, by the way.
Oh.
Massive spliff.
So who am I asking? Sophie.
To Sophie, please. Yes.
Sophie-san, sushi o scooter
Good. Yes.
koto ga arimasu.
Question mark.
Yeah, arimasen.
Arimasen ka. Okay, good. So actually, Amanda, just to throw you into the shallow pool, really, this is called makizushi, rolled sushi, makizushi. So this, you probably know this word rolled.
Yeah, makiwara. That's
and makiotoshi as well. Maku
Yeah.
to roll. So when you're making,
Maita koto ga arimasu ka?
okay, so I was going to ask you a question, but Yari's already answered it for you. Okay,
Sorry.
Sophie to Aga. Sophie to Aga. Can you see the title of this book, Sophie?
No.
It's War and Peace.
Okay. Aga, I'm asking Aga.
Yes, please.
Aga-san, waru? Waru?
I have no idea how this is said in Japanese.
Okay, War and Peace. War and Peace. Should I say book? Okay. War and Peace.
War and Peace is just a title.
It's a book.
So yeah.
War and Peace. Hon o.
Good.
Yonda koto ga arimasu ka?
Good. Yes.
Arimasen.
Yes, I imagine you've got better things to do with your life than read books like that. Good. Okay, Aga to Louise. How about this one?
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Shigoto ga ikimasu.
Ikimasu. Hai, dozo.
Hai.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Arigatou gozaimashita. Mata ne.
Mata. So Aga to Louise, this bottom right picture, if you can see this.
Louise-san, motorbike.
So it's a really weird one. It's a autobike.
Autobike. Notta?
Yeah, good. Notta.
Otoba o notta koto ga arimasu ka?
Good. Sorry, Louise, just lost you there.
Arimasu.
Arimasu.
But I'm not sure because does the question mean I have driven it myself?
Or been a passenger.
Yeah.
So notta just means have you been on a motorbike? So it could be.
Okay, so arimasu.
Arimasu. Okay. And Louise to Constantina. Now we've got some specificness about location here as well.
So it's the Dead Sea.
Yes, good.
So who am I asking?
To Constantina.
Constantina-san. Dead Sea ni?
So she's going to do something in the Dead Sea. So
Dead Sea de?
Dead Sea de, yes.
Dead Sea de oyonda koto ga arimasu ka?
Oyonda?
Oyogimasu. Stoppy.
That's
I
not a
like
phrase.
both.
Stoppy.
Oyoida.
Oyoida, good. Yes.
Oyoida koto ga arimasu ka?
Arimasen.
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 Constantina to Piers. How about this one? Have you ever, what's the word?
Wear a kabuto.
Yes. Or was it culturally misappropriate something?
Okay. So Piers-san, kabuto o kabuta koto ga arimasu ka?
Good, yes.
Ie arimasen.
Okay. And Piers to Yadi.
Yari-san, so cutting.
Tamesikiri.
Yeah, but I don't. Yadi, this isn't your go. Shut up. I don't want to just hear tamashigiri or shitakoto ga arimasu ka. I want to hear, have you ever cut a straw roll?
Straw roll is tamashigiri, is it?
No, it's makiwara.
Makiwara. Ari-san, makiwara o kita koto ga arimasu ka?
Hai, arimasu.
And Yadi, how would you say many times? Do you remember?
I don't remember. Motto.
Not motto, but nankai mo.
Nankai mo.
Yeah.
So that's also a question.
Oh, no. It's just no. Just nankai mo means an uncountable number of times. Nankai mo.
Okay. Because there's kai, which is also.
So kai is times, yeah.
Yeah.
Nan is what times, but mo makes it kind of mean even. It's kind of. I know it doesn't make much sense if you translate it, but it means many, many times. Nankai mo.
Yeah.
Okay, Yari to Amanda. I know the answer to this one is yes, definitely.
Amanda-san, sake o yonda koto ga arimasu ka?
So, one more time, Yari. Not sake o.
Sake de.
No. Sake o was fine, but sake o. What was the verb again?
Yomu.
Not yomu, but to drink.
Drink. What? Yomimasu.
That's to read.
Or is it? I don't remember.
Sounds like yomu. Sounds like yomu.
Nomi mas. Nomu. Hai.
Yeah.
Nonda. So sake o nonda koto ga arimasu ka?
Good.
Hai nankai mo.
It's more. Yeah. So actually, this is a really good example, guys, where if you were to say, for example, if I said to Amanda now, Amanda-san, sake o nomimashita ka? Did you drink sake? Then Amanda would think, why is he asking me this question? Do I smell of alcohol? Is my face gone red? So this is where we have to use this koto ga arimasu ka to mean, have you drunk alcohol in the past? Not, did you just drink some alcohol? Yeah.
So my nichi. That's my ban.
My nichi, my ban, my asa. Itsumo itsumo. Ocha no kawari ni sake o nomimasu. Instead of tea. Okay, Amanda to Sophie.
Okay, I know that's a is that called a Shinkansen? Is it? No, that's a train, isn't it? What's that called? And what's to play? I have no idea.
It's a shamisen.
Thanks, Sophie. Shamisen. Have you ever played the Shinkansen?
Yes, we have played.
Okay, so with stringed instruments, so all instruments have got different verbs for the way you play them. So for a shamisen, you say pull.
Shamisen, I knew it was something like that. I knew it ended in sin.
Oh dear. I've got to tell Jock that one.
Yeah, he's probably going to watch this, isn't he?
Mind you, the end question is going to be funny as well if you put Shinkansen in there. Have you ever pulled a Shinkansen?
English anyway. I mean, I was by my family for accidentally asking when I was trying to say, "Did you walk across the campsite?" My brain just substituted the word pancake. So have you just walked across the pancake?
Hey, speaking of which, I have to go and
Okay.
have something to eat.
Sure, we're going to finish in a few minutes anyway. Thanks, Louise. See you soon.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
What's to play?
Hiku. So to pull, you pull. So it's hiku.
Hiku.
Yeah.
Hiku. Hite. Hite. Hite.
Urusayo.
So shamisen.
Yes.
Definitely not Shinkansen.
Yeah.
Or hita.
Good.
Koto ga arimasu ka? I
Good,
can't
yes.
remember what I was meant to be asking now.
Sophie. Hi, Sophie. You can.
Arimasen.
Arimasen. Really? You're the sort of person I imagine had played a shamisen. Okay, good. Sophie to Aga. How about this one?
Oh, trumpet. Oh.
Yeah.
So I remember that for the instruments we have different verbs. So
Yes. So for trumpet, you blow the trumpet. So this is fuku, fuku.
Fuku. Okay. Who am I asking?
To Aga, please.
Aga. Aga-san, tropento o fuita koto ga arimasu ka?
Good. Yeah.
Arimasen.
Arimasen. Okay, and last one. So Aga to Constantina, because she's now next in line. I think there's no more verbs to do. So this happened last time as well, didn't it, Aga? That you had a random one I made up. So you can say to Constantina, have you ever cut somebody's hair?
What?
Have you ever cut somebody's hair?
Hair. I've heard head.
Oh, head. Oh, have you ever cut somebody's head off?
Okay. Constantina-san. Hair was kam?
Yeah, it's kaminoke. Kaminoke.
Kaminoke. Kaminoke o kita koto ga arimasu ka?
Good, yeah.
Hi, arimasu.
Oh, during lockdown, I expect.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right, that's it, guys. That's pretty easy thing to learn, isn't it? I think shouldn't be any problems there. Any questions or problems about today? I promise that we will stay away from Yorni for a few months or weeks. We'll stay away from Yorni for a few weeks, so don't worry about this too much. Cool, good. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.